Hello everybody, T-Freak here, and I am not a hiking expert by any means, but I do have a few tips for you if you're planning to go hiking. So I think I have 10 tips for you, maybe a couple bonuses. So yeah, hope you enjoy. These tips will be great, especially if you are a newcomer to hiking. So pay attention to them. All right, see ya. Enjoy. Tip number 1, know your limits. A lot of people say, all right, I'm gonna do this 8-mile hike or whatever. You have to remember, if you've done 4-mile hikes, 3-mile hikes, stuff like that, and you're jumping to an 8, it's not just a matter of getting to your destination. You also have to get back. Yeah, so hiking tip number 1, know your limits. Hiking tip number 2, let somebody know where you're going if you're going by yourself, or hike with a group. Preferably hike with a group, because if you pass out on the side of the mountain from exhaustion, you got somebody to drag you down. At least let somebody know where you're going. Okay, hiking tip number 3. Oh, most people get hurt on the hike out because you're tired and you're not paying as much attention. A lot of times you're going downhill, you'll slip or stumble or whatever. So that kind of goes back to hiking tip number 1. Make sure you got enough juice left in the tank when you get to where you're going to get back to the car. And number 2, make sure somebody knows where you are. So if you get hurt, somebody will at least come looking for you. And Melanie's tip for the day, we'll have to do a Melanie's section.
Melanie's tip of the day.
We already had Melanie's sermon for the day, and so now it's Melanie's tip of the day. Melanie's tip of the day: if you're running out of battery on your cell phone and you're worried that you're going to be stuck out in the wilderness, then as soon as you can find like a bar of service or something, change your voicemail to say your location hiking and ask for help if you need help, so that if you don't get back or something does happen and somebody calls your phone and it goes to voicemail, they'll at least hear where you are and where to look. Honestly, we can't take credit for that when we stole that one off Facebook.
But it's still Melanie's tip of the day.
Yeah, still Melanie's tip of the day. Hiking tip number 4. Always have at least one person in the group that is slower than you are. That way, if you come across a bear, you know you're going to get away.
I don't have to run fast. I just have to run faster than you.
That's right. Or, truth. If a bear charges, kick your friend in the knee. No, seriously, if you come in contact with a bear on the trail, number 1, stay away. Give them their space. Number 2, if they start acting aggressively towards you, try to act big. Make yourself look big and mean. They're opportunistic eaters and hunters. They're not going to come after something that looks like it could hurt them, so try to be big. Throw rocks if you have to. And the last ditch effort, fight to the death. You're probably not going to win,
But at least you can try.
There have been people who've been attacked and made it, I think. Tip number, is this 5?
I think it's 5.
Tip number 5, and this is really like a pet peeve of mine. In the Great Smoky Mountains National Forest, there are 2 trails, 2 national parks, 2 trails that you can have pets on. The Gatlinburg Trail and I believe, like the Sugarlands Trail, is that right? Or maybe the Nature Trail. The Nature Trail. Do not take a dog on any other trail. I'm so tired of being out in the park and seeing dogs everywhere. You may be a dog lover, but it's for your own benefit.
$5,000 fines are not good.
It's a fine if they catch you out here with a dog. Number 2, they leave their stuff. Number 3, there's a chance of them catching something or giving something to the natural wildlife here. Number 4, bears may actually be attracted to your small animal.
Easy food.
And if you do see a bear, the chance of it becoming aggressive are more if you have a dog with you. So just leave Snoopy at home. Have you noticed how many people are disregarding that rule?
Yes.
Pepper, we saw Pepper today. We saw a group of hikers today. They had a dog in a dog carrier on their back, like it was a baby. Carried the dog all the way to Charlie's Bunion so they could pose with it on top of the bunion. By the way, that same group left a water bottle. Goes back to Melanie's sermon. Pack it in, pack it out. All right, so tip number 6, I think, or 7. We've been arguing about it because we can't remember which it is. The dog thing kind of got me.
You went on a rant about that?
Yeah, I went on a rant about that and forgot where I was at. Tip number 6, write down your tips. Tip number 7, if you meet somebody on the trail, they're coming the opposite direction, the person going up has right of way. If you meet somebody on a flat section of trail, you get to duel over it, gladiator style.
One of you may fall off the mountain.
You may meet an avid faller, but if you're in a section where one person's having to go up and others will go down, people going up always get the right of way. Doesn't matter if you're on Everest or if you're on a hill here in the Smoky Mountains.
So if you're on Everest,
That tends to be
a dead person coming down the mountain, but
that tends to be the
they still have the right of way.
rule. Oh, tip number 8. This one's good. Everybody wants to enjoy the view. So if you get to a place, your destination is somewhere like Charlie's Bunion, and you get to the bunion, do not sit on the rock that everybody wants to take their picture on for 30 minutes and eat your lunch.
Use a different rock.
Everybody else wants the picture on that same rock, so be considerate of other hikers. That was number 8, wasn't it? That really should have been number 1.
Well, number 1 was know your limits. So.
Oh yeah, know your limits. I guess that is more important.
Number 9.
Tip number 9. If you see a man in a hockey mask on the trail,
Run.
run. Do not
Especially if he has a chainsaw.
do not react to that person the way that you would react to a bear.
Run in the other direction.
That's a joke. That's not a real tip. Tip number 9. Got it. Check yourself for ticks.
That you already did tip number 9.
Well, I said that wasn't a real tip. So the real tip, number 9, check yourself for ticks. I don't care what time of year it is. Nobody wants Lyme disease. That's not fun. So check yourself. Make sure you don't have ticks at the end of the day.
If you're wearing hiking boots, wear long socks.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And
Tighten your laces going down. Because your foot wants to slide towards the front of your boot and the ends of your toes are going to be hitting the front of your shoe the whole way down. You're going to mess up your toenails, your toes are going to hurt. You're going to have all kinds of problems. If you tighten your shoes going down though, it holds your foot in place. So that's a good tip. And what else? Oh,
Wear long
socks. Anna Catherine, last time she came hiking, she wore like ankle socks. She's got great hiking boots, but the top of the boots rubbed the sides of her legs our ankles and put blisters on our ankles. So wear good socks. Good socks are just as important as good shoes. Don't go spend $150 on a pair of shoes and pair it with, you know, a $2 pair, yeah, Dollar Tree socks.
You paid a lot for hiking boots, pay a lot for the socks.
And listen, I'm gonna give you Wayne's bonus, because we only have 10 tips, but this one is for free. You're not even gonna have to pay for this one. And is this: if you are a dude, I don't know what kind of skivvies you wear, don't really care, but I can tell you I've had some chafing issues in the past. I started wearing cycling shorts. Hiking, they're form-fitting, they move with you, and you have the added benefit of the compression shorts on your legs. No chafing issues. Zero, nada, none. I know you're hiking, not cycling. I'm telling you, get you some cycling shorts. Bike shorts. Wear those underneath your pants, and they will make your life much better. Yep. All right, I got another tip for you. So this is a bonus tip, because we only got 10 tips, but this is another tip. Layers. When we started off this morning, it was 38 degrees. It's getting warmer now. Layers. I got on 3 thin layers, and that's better than 1 thick layer, because you can peel them off as you get hot. And make sure they're moisture wicking. Do not wear cotton next to your skin. That's bad. Wear like a dry fit or something like that. Pulls the sweat away, it evaporates. You don't get chilled at your core. Wool is also good in the winter.
We waited.
Yep, that's a good tip. Layers.
Now put him.
All right, that's it. That's all our tips.